All right, guys. So, let's make a sweet deck. I'm eyeing Rabblemaster, Maelstrom Pulse. Those are like the two big ones. Although first picking Pulse like is pretty ambitious. Having something powerful like Rabblemaster off the bat, or like, um, yeah, and like Rabblemaster's easily splash. Like it doesn't require a huge amount. I mean, like Pack Rat's always fun, but I like that Rabblemaster can kind of take over a game all on its own. So maybe we'll have a red splash. Let me grow the size on these. Okay, so now just because we first pick a Rabblemaster doesn't mean I want to get us typecast. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in the sideboard. Move this up a little bit more. So we got a minute. A braid's really flexible. I actually like a braid in this format potentially. Um, I didn't get to play around with the braid last time we did cube. A braid's interesting because it can also destroy the mana rocks that are very important. Speaking of mana, there's a Taiga to think about. There's an Elvish Mystic. There's Shaman. Shaman, of course, is very, very powerful. It's a number of fetches or against opponents that have fetches. Shaman is just a very, very powerful tool. Obviously, we'll want to be some combination of black and green to get the full benefit of Shaman. Might still be correct just to grab a Taiga. Yeah, very tempting to jam the Deathrite. Because Deathrite also represents fixing. If we can get some fetches out of this. I'll put them over here, though. Well, we may run it after all. Ooh, I love Birthing Pod. This is fun to build around, but this might wheel. Because there's some other good, decent things in this. There's like Click to think about. There's... Ooh, I love Fire Ice. And one of the reasons I love Fire Ice is because there's a lot of different decks you can put it in. It doesn't have to go in a red and blue cube deck. You can obviously you can shove this in any sort of separately red or separately blue deck. It'll play fine. Ice, of course, is tempo. That's tap a permanent, draw a card. Fire, of course, is damage. Deals damage to, it's kind of like a bad fork bolt. Obviously, it's better in a deck that's going to be utilizing force or has the ability to do both. It looks like green is like being stayed away from, and it looks like it's hard to tell from the signals already what I'm being passed. I mean, like I see lots of green and red coming our way, which is not bad. Let's take fire. I'm going to count it as just a fire for now since we already have a Rabble Man. Elvish Mystic seemed better than Deathrite. Yeah, I could see that, DRMC. Oh, is my moto crashing? Ooh. That's like the worst. Alright, my moto crashed and we lost like all of our pictures, so I apologize. That's not good. Alright, so this is a Sword of Light and Shadow, Tangle Wire, a Black Baral, okay, Damnation. Probably just take Cold Steel, even though there's sweet things like Elspeth Sun's Champion here. Let's take Cold Steel. Yeah, my moto bugged out there and we lost image on that entire pack. Like that entire pack we couldn't tell. City's interesting in this format. Cultivate's interesting. Like some of these elements that you're not usually interested in are very powerful potentially. Like I like taking Cultivate or I like taking City. Because it's so early. This is the first pack, DRMC. What do you think about City of Brass, Cultivate, maybe even the... not really interested in much else. I mean, there's a removal spell. There's another removal spell. I think Cultivate might be fine. You know, I'm going to take City, though. Let's have good mana. Let's have nice mana. Not that City's amazing mana, but if we want to build like some three-color jank. Okay, I kind of like taking the Fatal Push or the Breeding Pool. Because like if you look at my green and blue, it's Ice, Deathrite. If you look at our red, it's just Fire and Rabble. If you look at our green, it's just Deathrite. You like taking Dreadbore? Yeah, we could go into black-red, right? Deathrite's black, Fire's red, Rabble's red. So like going like maybe into red-black. Like that's like what this pack is telling us, right? This pack is telling us that black is pretty open. Maybe black-red is open at the table. Yeah, it looks to be that way. Like Arc Trail, Summit, Dark Slick. It's very tempting to take Lotus, but like in the same reason I probably shouldn't have taken Deathrite Shaman, Jundamount. In the same reason I probably shouldn't have taken Deathrite. Oh wow, there's a late Entomb. Maybe Reanimator's a little bit open. We saw a couple pseudo Reanimate cards. Scrounger's interesting too, if we're going to be in black. This guy seems pretty grindy, although maybe not powerful enough for cube. Again, we could try to have nice mana for black-red, like that would be Summit. I'd rather take a more powerful card though, and get the fixing later. Hey, what's up, Ike? Brewdraft type. Brewdraft type. Maybe we just take Trail. Now let's have nice mana. Yeah, we're clearly going into some more like black and red cards. Like Outpost Siege is grindy. Nothing wrong with stuff like Sword or Stone or even Gatekeeper if we think we're going to go that black. My vote is on Outpost. Now, what do the signals tell us for this pack? Like, look at this. Like, Flicker Wisp is a fine pickup, but yet it didn't get taken, right? Treat maybe not so much, but definitely some of these cards are interesting. Like O-Stone's interesting in cube. I don't think it's what I want to be doing with like this setup. Like, just keep in mind, like fire so far in this deck is just, it's not ice yet. It's just fire. So what about Outpost Siege? It seems grindy. Let's bring this up a little. Yeah, like Necromancy's still here. Maelstrom Pulse is still here. I think we're getting into the right colors. Reanimate look good. We should have gone for the Entomb then. If Reanimator looked open. I thought you said we were going to Jund him out. Like, Edict seems interesting. This is a really late pack rat. I mean, if we want to go into Reanimator, we missed out on the Entomb. Mana's important, though. Yeah, we missed out on the Entomb, so I don't think we're going into Reanimator anymore. I think we want, like, Elder, Pulse, or Edict. I'm going to go for Edict. Oh, no, I guess I got us a freaking Mystic Snake. Whoops. That's not what I was clicked on at the end, but I guess it's what Moto thought I had. Wow, the Abrade's still here. Gonti's still here. Wow, I don't really like Abbott. I think the pick for us is between Abrade and Gonti, Lord of Luxury. Yeah, Gonti's really grindy. We can find some other removal later. I like making our mana nice. If we're going to be like red-green, maybe splash black. Or if we're just splashing green. I like the Rootbound. I mean, Obliterator's strong, but that's a different deck. Den Protector's grindy. It's a lot of mana. It's like 5 mana before we get something back, though. Let's just have some nice colors here. Taziger's good in a deck like this. Hour Devastation is interesting. Probably would rather have a Taziger. Alright, Price came around, Necrotal came back. I think I'm supposed to take Price because I don't know if we're going double black, but Necrotal is very strong in cube, potentially. Alright, Mannequin and Persecutor. I'm going to go with Mannequin and a Wrath. Okay, so it looks like we're going into black-red. That seems to be relatively open at the table. Abrade is so good, though. The Entomb was late, but it's too late. It is too late. So there's 6 mana Chandra to think about. Oh, we get picture on her if I zoom in. Interesting. What about Fiend? Same with Fiend. It's interesting. There's a fetch. I'm inclined to take the fetch, considering I have Deathrite and Taziger in my deck. Mannequin's probably not going to get run. Necrotal might not even be main board. We'll see. Does only hit non-artifact, non-black. Well, Grave Titan is strong. Taking a fetch at this point would be strong. If, like, nobody's really in on black and red, like, we could wheel Chandra, Strike, maybe even Titan, or even just a Duress from this pack. Like, if nobody's in black and red, we can take one of these 4. I like taking Foothills. Yeah, let's take Foothills. You like taking Titan? Nah, like, it might even wheel. Alright, Stomping Ground, go for the Throat. Massacre Worm, there you go, there's another big boom boom. I like having something that's fetchable with the Foothills. Like, I still feel like it's so early in the draft. Like, we'll probably wheel, like, Magma Jet or go for the Throat at least from this pack. Worst case scenario, I'll just take, like, Reflecting Pool or, you know, like a Dual Caster or, like, a Meme Worm. I think we take the fetchable for our Foothills. Alright, 5 mana Nissa is actually not bad. Bloodstain is another fetch for our color combination. that also gets Stomping Ground. I mean, we'll probably wheel like Freebooter or like Copter. Maybe I'll even take like a Dark Writ from this pack. Like there's still plenty. Like I would even take like a Dark Dwellers potentially for our deck. Let's make sure our mana's good for going into 3 colors. Take the land. People are valuing them high right now. Yeah. Like let's have nice mana now from this pack. Like I assume the opponent to our other side was cutting us on lands, and I think the opponent that we're getting passed from now is, let's see, where am I in this? I'm here. So I'm assuming this person like took all the land, and then this guy's just letting us have all the land we want. Assuming that's what happened. So Lily is strong. She's really, really strong in an archetype like ours. If we're going to go black-black for things like Necrotal and Gonti, I think it's Lily. There could be an argument to be made for other cards in this pack, but I think I'm going to sneak up this Lily. Dear MC says, you're not really playing green, though? No, not really. Okay, so Ophiomancer is actually pretty good. Scrubland is fetchable with my Mire. Wasteland's always a strong option. It puts a land in my yard for Shaman to grab. It puts lands in our yard for Tazagur. So Wasteland's an interesting pickup for us. I think Ophiomancer might wheel. Maybe even like Disfigure or Gearhulk could wheel. People are probably going to want these other lands. I mean, as interesting as Scrubland is, I probably want the Wasteland. Let's grab the Wasteland. All right, guys. So from this pack, I see an Overgrown. I think that's our grab. That lets us fix our Wooded Foothills into black and green. There are other interesting pickups from this pack. Like we'll probably wheel, maybe not Duskwatch, but I could see us getting like a Stagger or even like a Relic out of this pack. Like you like taking Gary. Gary could be good, but Gary could wheel. All right, let's just have really nice mana. Okay, I'm going to focus off of our mana for a little bit now. I don't even know if we want City of Brass anymore. This is a really nice baseline for our mana. Now let's start getting into the goods. So there's a Bitter Blossom, there's an Anger. Frostodon's interesting. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield, deals 1 to that creature's controller. Seems good if we want to be the aggressor. Probably... Ooh, Whisperwood's really grindy. Grab the good card. Wait. What's up, Blink, Blink, Blunk? Do we want Whisperwood, Bitter Blossom, or Anger? Bitter Blossom's the most splashable. Whisperwood's actually really good. I could see that. I could see Whisperwood being really good. I haven't really picked like a big boom for our deck. You like taking Bitter Blossom? Yeah, I sided with Ike on this one. I think this card's underestimated. Although it is green-green for us, which is unfortunate. But our mana seems pretty good. Potentially could pull off green-green. Alright, Black Cleave's interesting. We could take a removal spell. I think Pact is fine. Probably Pact or Black Cleave here. We have been skimping on removal. Like, what have we taken? We've taken a Fire that's probably not going to get run main board. We have like a Dreadbore, a Necrotal. Probably should still take the Black Cleave, but I'll Slaughter Pact. Just because I've been skimping on removal for us. The Duress came back around. I said if it did come back around, I might want it. So we'll let us like interact with like control or maybe combo. Our Massacre Worm came back around. We've got the Dualcaster Mage, just fun. Not good, but fun. Probably go for the Throat as our pick. Considering like I have like 2 that destroy non-blacks, this would at least destroy other black threats. Pact was fine. Alright, let's take the Go for the Throat. Ooh, the Dark Ritual came around? The Freebooter came around? Huh. I think we're more in line for Freebooter. And we're going to probably get past some red when we come back around. Like, we're getting a lot of black from this part of the draft. We'll probably get more red from the next part. I think I take Freebooter. A little more disruption. All right, we could take a Manland, or we could take a Tutor. Dark Petition seems really, really fun. I don't think it's good. It does, like, grab some of these powerful 3 or belows for us. Like, this could, like, Tutor for Liliana and then cast it. You like Freebooter? I think I'm supposed to take the Manland, though. Because we're kind of like, holy crap. All right, 12 seconds. Gear Hulk, Ophiomancer, Disfigure. I think Ophiomancer. I think it's Ophiomancer. Gear Hulk's sweet, though, to think about. Wow, Gary came back. All right. Gary came back. And the Bitter Blossom. Holy crap, stream. Holy crap, stream. Wow. All right, Master. Our mana is great. We don't need to really focus on our mana now. Now we just get all the goodies. Inferno Titties. Because we missed out on Grave Titties. Do we want Inferno Titties? Yeah, holy crap, stream. Doomblade will probably wheel. We said we wanted to grab red from this now, right? I mean, Stoke is interesting. Wow, holy crap, stream. I kind of want to go more into black for, like, Gary now that we got, like 2 more black playables. I think it's maybe Brutality, though. Our Disruption's still pretty poor. I have a Duress. I have a Freebooter. We might want to just take the Brutality, actually. It's very flexible. This isn't coming back to us. Somebody's going to take... I mean, there's powerful cards in this, like, Opposition and Master. Opponent's building the deck for us, basically. I like Stoke or Brutality. I think I want a little more Disruption. Like, Inferno Titan is strong to think about, but it might even wheel. Probably won't wheel. But I like having a little bit more flexible Disruption, whereas, like, Duress is a little bit too specific. Freebooter's at least a threat. Oh, was my Moto tanking? Okay. I was going to say Freebooter's at least a threat. There's a Bob. There's a Rakdos Return. I even like Rakdos Return, potentially, if we get a little bit more ramp. We don't have much. I have a Shaman and some fetches, and a Cold Steel. Confidant's potentially strong. If we hit one of our 4s or 5s, we feel really stupid, or Taziger. That's not great deck building synergy. Confidant's kind of like, eh. Woodland would be nice fixing. Murderous Cut is great removal for us. This doesn't have the stipulation that some of our other removal has. Search for Tomorrow is ramp in our colors. Search actually might be perfect for us. So I like Confidant, Search, probably not Chandra. We don't have enough red spells. Like, red's a splash, if that, for us. Like, I have a Dreadbore, a Rabble, and an Outpost. I could see Rakdos Return, though. I could see Dark Confidant. I could see Woodland or Murderous. I think I'm going to take the Murderous Cut. I'd rather run that than some of our other removal. I don't really want to be on, like, main board Slaughter Pact. You like taking Bob? Oh, come on, Moto. Don't crash on us, please. Okay. I don't really want to have to mainboard the Slaughter Pact. I'd rather just run like Necrotal and Murderous and maybe go for the Throat. That maybe was wrong though. Whoa, Red Mirror Crusader. We gotta take care of that. That's sweet looking. Gonna grab that. It's okay, Blink. There's like a 15-second delay due to being, Twitch. Regrowth, not really. Exhume, wow, Reanimator really was potentially open. Lily, you like just taking Roast? Really? You just like Roast? Kind of like Lily. Call me crazy. If we're going like into black, like for Gary's. Like Olivia's strong. Maybe that was a mistake though. Maybe we should get like, oh my god, Reanimator was so open and god, we punted that. I love Garrick, but we probably want like Read the Bones or maybe even Olivia. I don't know. I feel like I like our threat package. Whisperwood turns over more black creatures for Gary. Probably Read the Bones. Olivia's gas though. She is. Like she's a must answer in Cube. And we're in the colors for her to abuse her. I think Read the Bones might wheel. You like Olivia for sure? Steve likes Olivia. This thing's interesting in Cube. This is the one that has the reveal him and then you put prey counters. Alright. I think I'm going to take Olivia, though. I think she really could run away with the game in our color combination. Not many decks get to run her, and we're in the color combination to utilize her. Hexmage is interesting. Rager's just fine for like a Gary deck. Mazavith might even be interesting since our mana fixing's so fine if we want to just like have another... yeah, our fixing's fine. We could consider... Wow, there's the Grizzlebrand. Last pack was... Yeah. Yeah, we'll probably wheel something from that last pack, right, Steve? Take Grizzlebrand? Probably not. Although we do have like Mannequin and like Lily of the Veil to discard it. I kind of like Maze, Vandal for our sideboard, maybe even Riftbolt, maybe even Rager. I know Rager seems like the kind of the most vanilla card in this pack, but it's fine in Cube. It does what you need it to do. It's just good filler. Like, I think we just need to fill out our curve now. Inquisition's a sweet pickup potentially, although this is Cube. Demon is sweet. I've seen Jay play Demon quite a bit. You like the Rager after all? Yeah, I think Rager's okay. Nickel Bolas will splash blue. Alright, Brimstone is fine. It's not anything fantastic, though. I think I like the Inquisition. I think I like a little more disruption. Because we're going to be like trying to disrupt in the early game, and I didn't get much turn 1 disruption. Like, I have a Duress, but I don't know if I want to mainboard it. I mean, Duress might be mainboardable in Cube, the Cube configuration. So I like Inquisition, I like Demon, maybe Volley, maybe even like Phoenix, just so we have flyers. Probably want Inquisition, though. I think it's okay. It's not anything amazing. It's fine. So... Alright, so probably not Razaketh the Fell-Blooded. Probably either more fixing or Chandra fits in a deck like this. If we can feel like we can pull off red-red. What do you guys think about Chandra, Blood Crypt? Or, yeah, Chandra or Blood Crypt. We're not going to wheel Chandra. We might wheel the Blood Crypt. Probably not, though. We'll probably end up with like Razaketh from this deck. Right, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards, yeah. I think we steal Chandra. I think she's strong. We'll take a Chandra Power Master. Yeah, Power Master. I know she's not like the hype. Wow, weird. Look at this mirror entity. I'm going to take a picture of that too. Huh. Alright, so Demon, Stronghold could be cool for our deck. I think that our fixing is good enough. We could run like a tech land. This is really grindy. Keep getting back Gary. Godpharaoh's Gift is interesting, but we probably won't. Ooh, Mimic Vat is sweet too. I just don't know. I think we just grabbed the tech land. Alright, Doomblade came back around, and that's about it. Or we could consider Master. I think we're already stocked on our... I don't think I'd want to go into green-green. I think the only green-green card I'd consider still is probably the Whisperwood. I don't think I also want Master. I think I want maybe this Doomblade. I mean, Greaves is interesting. Master's interesting. Nothing wrong with a good old D-Blade. Dark Confidant came back around. That's funny. We could run it. We could, like, cut Taziger, and then I feel a little bit better about running Confidant. Confidant can just run away with the game in this format, for sure. I think I like it better than the Rakdos Return. Roast came back around, if we want to grab that. Ike. I think grab these images. I might put these up on our Facebook or Twitter page, like the Mirror Crusader. We probably take Roast though, right? Yeah, Roast came back to us. Wow, Forkbolt and Burst Lightning came back to us. So do we want to be better against go wide decks, or do I just want another solid removal spell? And a Nahiri that never got picked. Wow. I think I want more defense for strats that go wide. We may not mainboard that, obviously, but it's like another supplement to our Fire Ice. And then we got a Hex Mage, too. And the Brimstone. And a Boar Storm we're not going to play. Okay, this is actually a really solid black, red, splash, maybe green deck. We might not even bother with the Elemental and just have really clean mana. And just be like black-red. But, I mean, our mana is good enough that if we wanted to, we could sneak in the Elemental. We could even run this Wasteland, potentially. Like, our mana's so good. think that's a little greedy, but... So where's our fixing? We have Cold Steel, we have... So let's talk fixing before I start talking about cuts. Murderous Cut, okay. So that's 2 delve spells. That's a lot for this format. Also, the benefit of cutting Tazgar, and maybe even the cut itself, is that we're running Confidant potentially. We need to be careful with like both Bitter Blossom and Confidant in our deck. Might just want more disruption instead of these big CMC cards that could kill us. Scorpion says playing Fair Deck and Cube. I know, right? Doomblade could go. I kind of prefer these when we know they for sure don't have any black threats. Because we actually got a lot of removal. Like we have Roast. Oh, I'm not necessarily going to run Volley. Although Volley's flexible. But like we've got like a Necrotal, a Roast, a Murderous. Although the Necrotal falls into a similar category as Pact and Blade. These are sweet. I mean, Pact is... I still kind of prefer Pact, potentially. What else is removal for us? Gonti's got Death Touch. Ophiomancer has Death Touch. Brutality is removal for small stuff, but also Hand Hate, so it's more flexible than like a Duress. Freebooter is Hand Hate, but also a threat that flies. Dread Hex Mage is removal for Planeswalkers. Confidant might kill you, though. Yeah, we don't have to run Confidant. I think it was still the best pick out of our choices in that pack at the time. We don't have to. And then we have like Small Burn that we can bring in, like the Forked Bolt and the Fire against like Mana Dorks or Go Wide decks. We can bring those in as 1 or 2 mana removal. You like Go for the Throat? Oh yeah, duh. That's probably one of our better removal. Like our best removal is this and this, quickly followed by maybe the Cut. Brutality is the most flexible removal spell I have. And then it's like, well, at least these are threats. Maybe we don't need the main board Roast. Maybe not. Maybe that's going to fall into the category of the Doomblade and the Slaughter Pact. Of we're like, yeah, we could run this. We don't have to. We don't have to run City of Brass anymore. Unless we really want, like, to force the... Like, if we want Elemental, we probably run City. But City seems really, really risky with Bitter Blossom and Confidant if we're going to run these. I think we'll get the game done, though, before we die. I mean, maybe we cut the Rager since... Like, we got the Rager before we got the Confidant, right? So maybe we cut the Rager. This is a little bit risky. But maybe not. It's only 1 life point. It's a 2/2. Like, we're hoping to recoup that life points where? Right? We're hoping to recoup those life points with Deathrite. We're hoping to recoup those life points with Brutality. We're hoping to recoup those life points with what else? Where are we recouping life? Obviously, Gray Merchant's the big one. So, like, where's our life recuperation? It's these 3 cards, right? Yeah, Duress, for all I know, could very well be main deckable in Cube. Hey, what's up, Sage Phoenix? I'm trying to cut this down. Let me move our lands over so we can look at our playables. This is 23. What does this 23 look like to you guys? I think this 23 looks sweet to me, but obviously you guys are probably more skilled at Cube than I. And remember, this is not, you know, as J-Bone would say, this is not normal Cube. This is League Cube, so it's different. Because we could face off against some of the same exact cards as us, and we don't know what we cut people on. Bob seems so risky, though. Okay, so maybe we're not a Bob deck, and we just run one of the Delve spells. And I actually would prefer running Tazgar over the cut in that case. If we're going to cut Bob, I like Tazgar getting back in here. He's grindy. If we fully splash the green, like his ability's relevant, then we'll like getting back in the Elemental. Yeah, I think the Bob is risky. I'd rather run maybe the just run like Rager and Siege and Pyromaster as our card advantage engines in this Jundi deck. Well, okay, this is just a cantrip. Sorry, that doesn't count. Engines are going to be Lily Last Hope, Siege, and Pyromaster. Lily Last Hope minus, like plussing and then minusing, getting back creatures. Siege letting us enjoy an extra card every turn. Or Pyromaster. Siege gives you reach too. Siege says whenever creature you control leaves the battlefield. So like against control, we could even name dragons if we just need to get the last couple points across the table. Bitter Blossom's a lot of life point life lost by itself. Yeah, I think what we're trying to do is support the Bitter Blossom instead of the Bob at this point, right? So what's our synergy for Bitter Blossom besides the fact that it's a black permanent for Gray Merchant? I would say protecting our walkers. We got three very playable planeswalkers, right? Lily, Chandra, Siege. I mean, like Olivia can ping our bitters. I mean, I kind of wish I had a way to remove this though. That would make me feel extra special. We did pass on a Maelstrom Pulse. It was really early, though, in the draft. So we don't actually have a way to remove our own Bitter Blossom, do we? No. We have ways to recoup life, though, like Shaman, Brutality we could use for Drain, gain 2 life. Where else am I gaining life? There was one more card, wasn't there? Did we cut it? Oh, Gray Merchant. Yeah, so we've got like 3 ways to recoup life. I don't think this is obscenely greedy. Still like packed with all the walkers to protect. So you like the Slaughter Pact even still? Another 3-drop for us? We will have to pay for it, of course. Alright, so that's a 24. We could cut something from this. I'd still like Cold Steel, even though like we're only curving out at 4. Because we have a lot of... Or 5, excuse me. I still like Cold Steel. It's fixing at the same time as ramp. We definitely run all our fetches because we have Deathrite Shaman. Maybe we just don't mainboard Duress. Maybe Inquisition's weak in Cube. I like the Manland. So let's run the Manland. Let's run the fetches at least. Wasteland has synergy with Shaman and Tazagur. Denying our opponent's mana while still being able to activate Shaman seems good. Volrath is a little greedy. I like the ones that we can fetch out, which is Stomping and Tomb. I mean, we'll definitely run all of this mana. It's just a matter of do we want like Stronghold or City? Probably not City. Maybe Stronghold. Cut the Inquisition. Yeah, I could see cutting Inquisition. I think Duress actually might be stronger in this format. And then we can run like the fun of Stronghold because our mana is still really, really good. Like we have how much? We have a lot of natural green in our mana already. We have 5 natural potential green sources, so I don't think the Whisperwood's too greedy. I think by turn 5 we'll probably either we use the Heart or one of these green sources or the Deathrite Shaman to pull it off. With Last Hope, I don't think we need Stronghold. We don't have that much to recur. Okay, so you like cutting this? Okay. Have cleaner mana? Okay. I could see that. I could see that. I'd rather have the Wasteland than a Volrath. And then you want me to use Lily Last Hope minus to bring back stuff? Okay. Okay. I'm with you. I still really like running double Lily with Gray Merchant in our deck. Like, this is a lot of black mana symbols for us. It's the same reason why I want the Hex Mage. This is a solid blocker in the early stages or can screw up opposing planeswalkers. So Hex Mage seems really at home in like a mono black Devotion splashing red, maybe green. Right. We have to choose between Elemental or Stronghold, right? And maybe even the Wasteland. I'd be okay giving up Elemental for Stronghold, but like what am I recurring? I guess recurring Gray Merchant would be strong. Recurring Necrotal and Gonti is strong. Recurring Ophiomancer. I mean, like a lot of these, like recurring quite a few of these threats is strong. But like Tazagur gets stuff back. Lily Last Hope gets stuff back. So maybe we don't even want it and we'd rather just have like a stronger finish card. I mean, yeah, we're playing a fair deck, but like we need a finish like Olivia, Elemental. Like Gray Merchant like is a nice drain and like good stabilization, but it is not always a win condition in and of itself. Like really our big booms in the end are like Chandra, Gonti even, like these 4 are really how we're ending the game. So I think cutting Elemental might be a mistake because we might just run out of gas. We might just run out of finishers. Yeah, but if our stuff doesn't die, we can't recur it. Yeah, that's true. Like, right, it's very possible that they're not removing our stuff. I actually feel really confident about... I feel really confident about our combo matchup, actually, between... Like, we managed to pick up a Brutality and a Freebooter and a Duress. Like, I don't... I mean, sure, like, if we're up against combo, I'll sneak put in the Inquisition as well, because there'd be stuff to grab. You know, but I think between these 3, like, we have at least a little bit of disruption. If we want more disruption, we put in the Inquisition. If we want more disruption, we put this in. And we may want more disruption. You know, maybe this is better than the Pact, or maybe this is better than, you know, deck seems fine. Okay. Yeah, the same reason that we're not mainboarding like the Doomblade and the Roast is... You agree with Flux? Deck seems fine this way. Yeah, I think we've got just barely enough disruption that I don't feel too bad. And then we got a lot of stuff for the fair matchups. We have even manland, like relevant manlands in our colors. So let's see what they suggest for basics. Yeah, exactly. We drafted a pretty solid deck. Thanks so much for the help, guys. So it's suggesting 6 swamps, 2 mountains, and a forest. I think that's correct. We may want to be able to grab a forest off of the foothills. It's a little greedy, considering we're a black-red deck. Well, we're only red for Chandra, right? And we're only green for Elemental. We're single green for Shaman. I mean, I still think I might like a forest. Even still, forest has synergy for Stomping Ground, Overgrown Tomb, Rootbound Crag. All right, has a bit of everything while keeping a strong game 1. Plans, sideboard options give us flex, make the deck stronger. Yeah. Do you like this, though? 2 mountains, 1 forest. Like, I think double mountain is fine, because I have a Dreadbore and a Rabblemaster I want to be casting earlier. I think we definitely want mainly swamps. We could maybe even go down 1 swamp. That's a little bit greedy, because I have, like, a lot of turn 1 black play. Well, no, okay, Tazigur's not, but Shaman and Duress. I mean, Shaman can be cast off forest. I don't know if this is the correct land suggestion, though. We might not even need the forest for elemental. Let's see. Green source, green source, green source, green source, green source, green source, green source. Down forest, up a swamp. Yeah, I don't even know if we need the basic forest. I'm like looking at it. I'm like, I still think I can cast Whisperwood without... Yeah, I don't know if we need the basic forest. I'm looking at it now. Hang on. How many green sources again? If we have a land for Shaman... 1, 2, 3... 4, 5. Yeah, we got really clean mana for this deck. I'm really excited. Who is it that suggested we were supposed to go into Jund? Somebody way early in the draft was like, dude, go into Jund. DRMC, I don't even know if you're still here, friend. He hasn't talked in a while, but he suggested we go into Jund, and he was absolutely correct. Like, a black-heavy Jund was actually really solid for us. Heart and Deathrite's also green. Yeah, I think we're fine. This is 7 green sources. I still think we're going to be able to cast Whisperwood, right? On 7 green source. There'll be like a couple games where we won't cast him, but I don't think it's going to hurt us in the long run. I think most games will be able to cast on 7 sources. If we want an 8th source, we can run a basic. Or we could even run like the City. I think the City is still super greedy with Confidant or Bitter Blossom. By the way, can we run Confidant if we know the opponent's like combo? Could we like board that in with the Inquisition if they're combo? Because they won't remove this, maybe. 7 seems fine. Yeah, I think 7 green source is fine for double green. We'll probably see one of these naturally, and then we'll just have to make a decision to fetch aggressively into green or choose green on the cold steel, right? Games you don't see Shaman? Okay. I like it. I like it a lot. Deck looks sweet. I'm going to use the restroom, though, and then I'm going to come back and we'll play at least 1 game of the deck. We do want to mainboard this Pact, right? Because we have a lot of like powerful other 3 drops that we want to be slamming, like Rabbles, Lilies, and Lilies. That's why we want this, right? We want to be able to... Somebody said we want this to be able to protect our walkers. Let's just like take a double turn at the cost of like losing mana on our next turn, which is not bad in a deck like this. Like you used to see Slaughter Pact in like Jund decks that were running Calidus because it had synergy with Calidus and then also like protect walkers. We do want the Pact. I think Pact also plays nicely with Confidant, by the way. But not that we're playing Confidant in this. We still want Rager, right? I think Rager's the most vanilla card we're still running. We still want Rager, right? Even over a Murderous Cut, even over a... We still want Rager, right? Because we're a Gary deck. We still want this, right? Unfortunately, we didn't get Read the Bones, so like our card draw is pretty limited, so maybe we do really want this. It's like... Specifically, our card engines are this. You can make an argument for Lily Last Hope. I don't have many engines. Whisperwood's an engine as well. Well, Gonti's an engine. Okay, we have plenty of engines, actually. Like, cards that are like 2-for-1s or more. I think we actually have plenty of those in the deck, so I'm going to shut up. I think we don't even necessarily need Rager. I think the card's fine. I don't know what I'd replace it with, like a burn spell, maybe? Brimstone? Rabble's engine-ish. Yeah. I mean, same with, I mean, if you're talking like, you're talking about like going wide, like these are both. I was talking about like cards that let us see other cards. There's like 7. Even if these are letting us see only our own cards, like this lets us see our opponent's cards. Actually, Whisperwood's kind of in this pile. Excuse me. Whisperwood's kind of in the pile with the Bitter Blossom and the Rabble Master. They're cards that let us go wide. These are like cards that let us see other cards. This is, well, okay, Whisperwood technically is both. That's why it's nutty, right? That's why Wumbo suggested we run it, because it's both letting me see more cards in our own deck, whilst also going wide. Rager fits the curve. Okay. All right, we'll run it in the main board, and maybe it gets cut for sideboard cards post-board. Especially against like an aggressive deck, we cut this easily. Like against other, like if we run into something more aggressive than us, we cut Bitter Blossom and we cut the. Well, no, maybe you don't cut Bitter Blossom because that's blockers, but you probably cut Rager. Bitter Blossom's still flexible unless they're like straight like mono red burn, then we'll cut it. But I mean, I don't even think we're that dead to like a mono red deck, right? We have some life regeneration, and we bring in like the Inquisition and the Fork Bolt, maybe even Fire, or Roast would probably still be better, unless we know that they're going wide. We want to be able to split. Ice is really cute. We're never casting this. So I think it's a sideboard card at best. It kind of fits the same category as some of these other burn spells. About that. Alright, so we're going to cut the basic forest, and we're going to go up on swamp, so we never feel bad if we have like a double black spell that we can't cast. We're less likely to feel bad. I think 2 mountains is fine. I have Dreadbore and Rabble Master, and we have a Chandra. So how many red fetch? Both of my fetches are red, so that's not irrelevant to have 2 mountain, I think, in a deck like this. Again, we could probably even get away with just 1 mountain and continue to add to our swamp count. We probably could. And we could even get greedy and like swap 1 mountain for Volrath. I think the Volrath is still potentially powerful in this deck. Fire Ice will come in. Yeah. Mana seems good. Yeah, I'm wondering if we want to swap this mountain is all. For like, there's City, there's Volrath to think about. I think it's greedy. I think 2 mountains is fine. We'll never be sad to see the second mountain in this deck. Very rarely will we be sad. Like, if we don't see any of our other red sources, which is possible, right? If we don't see any of our other red sources, which is possible. Like, if I literally don't see one of these 6, I'm happy to see these. So I think that means this is a double mountain deck. You guys want to see a cool trick? I don't know if you ever play Cube, but I can show you a trick to make your lands look pretty. Not that that matters. I think 17 land is fine considering we have Shaman and Heart. So let's screenshot it, and then I'm going to show you guys a little trick to... so what you need to do is you need to remember... I think we need to know this number here. It might just go off the dates these days. League number 2995. So remember that number. We're going to go into our main Moto interface, which is over here. We're going to go into Collection. You go into Freeform. If you guys are Cube aficionados, you probably know how to do this. What's cool about this is you don't even need to own the lands, because it's limited. Let me find that. All right, 2018. I haven't cubed in 2018 yet, so actually this makes it pretty easy. Oh. Or not. Oh, do I have to submit before I can change it out? Oh, can we not do that in League? Is that only in the other forms? Do I have to hit save deck before we can change it? I think we have to lock in the deck. All right, we'll save it. All right, deck is saved. Now we can go into our limited. Let's go in, go out. I think we can change stuff in... I don't know if you can change stuff in League, actually. I know you can in the 8-mans. It's not showing up. Lots of Holiday Cube. Are we not able to change when it comes to League? It's fine if we can't make our lands look pretty. It doesn't matter. It can't be done anymore? Oh, really? They don't let you do it anymore? At all? You used to be able to like play with whatever lands you want, like Gurus or Full Arts. Oh, that's sad. Alright. I got 3 events going, by the way, stream. Alright, so I'm going to leave up the deck. That's sad. They got rid of that feature? I liked that feature. Alright, well, I'm going to leave the deck up for a moment. And I'm going to use the restroom, and I'll be right back. And we'll jam a game, at least. This is just like pre-game. Because the real stream doesn't start until 8 p.m. tonight, and it's like almost 5 o'clock. So we'll play a game. I'm just pre-gaming with you guys, and then I'll see you at 8 p.m. for more. We'll probably try to finish all these events if these sound more interesting to you. I've got a competitive modern with blue-white control. I've got a friendly modern with the Madcap Challenge deck, and I've also got this Legacy Cube I'd like to do with you guys. So we have a lot of stuff on the table tonight for Thursday's evening stream. Anyways, guys, I'll be right back. Actually, we should screenshot the deck, right? So like people know how we're going to be the sideboarding. Hold up. Let's group these. Burn spells. Boros Charms and unplayable. These are other possibilities. Move all the unplayables over. Our black, and then potentially the Stronghold. Those are all cards we could consider. There you go. Hey, what's up, young dingo? I'm about to use the restroom, so sit tight. I need to go. Nature calls. But there's the deck. So let's make a new command. Add command cube. There you go. No! That's already a command for Motobot. Alright, hang on. Delete. Alright, what about add command cube deck? That's pretty easy to remember. Alright. Cube deck. Alright guys, I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Let's go ahead and jump in. Can I not view the deck while we're queued? Yeah, I don't know if I can do that.
Let's go ahead and jump in.
Ooh, echo. That's funny. Sorry, guys. All right. Okay. Hey, what's up, Amber? I think I saw you in the chat earlier. How's it going? Oh, wait a minute. You can make changes in between. Oh, that's sweet. I forgot about that feature in the in this form of cube. Yeah, I forgot that you get to make changes.
I took nature's most perfect killing machine and needlessly turned it into a robot.
They'll have to destroy his creation.
Amber with the Twitch Prime subscription. Thank you so much for sending your Twitch Prime money my way. That's huge. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now you have infinite armor quests to ruin my channel with. I'm kidding. Oh, Time Lord. Oh, sorry. I misread. Time Lord. Lol. I thought it was you, Amber, for a second. Let me do that one more time, stream. Let me do that. Let me try again, Time Lord. Let me try again. I'm gonna redo that alert. All right. There we go. Time Lord, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime subscription. I appreciate you. Punt. Thank you so much for the support, Time Lord. And now you get to ruin my channel with infinite Sarmer quests for the duration of your subscription. And yeah, if you want to send me a deck list you'd like me to look at that you're working on, that you want my opinion or you want me to play or tweak, send it my way. Thank you so much for the support, man. Appreciate that. And my bad for mistakenly reading my own chat wrong. My bad. So that sucks that we can't look at the deck like while we're looking for an opponent. Oh, that's quick though. There is like 2,000 people in this Swift Draft League, so it's not empty. This guy named Holika has like 6 undefeated trophies from this. It's pretty good. Young Dingo says, but I have a deck list I want changed. You do? I'm always happy to at least look at deck lists, even if you're not a sub. It's kind of part of what my channel's about, for sure. If you want to link it, I'm sure I'll take a look, or at least my some other viewers will take a look and try to help. I think we can keep this. This turn 3 Gonti seems pretty good. At the expense of not turn 2ing Hexmage or Dreadbore. Young Dinger says, I am a sub! Oh, holy crap, you are a sub. You have the star next to your name. You're a special flower. Yeah, I'd love to take a look, man. I'm sorry, Dingo. You subbed just the other night. I'm sorry, man. Punts all around. Punts all around. He's like, BrewSpy, I am a sub. What's wrong with you? I think we lead on Bloodstain. Say go. Yeah, I'd love to look at it then. You should hurry up and send me your list then. Why haven't you sent me your list yet if you're a sub? That's usually the... Oh, crap, it's a land tax. Oh, crap. Puts for days. All right, hang on a sec, guys. Okay, sorry about that, guys. So, yeah, I said I'll be right back. Overgrown? I think it's Overgrown Tomb. So I can fix myself into red with the foothills. And we're probably naming green on the cold steel. Now let's go Stomping Ground. So I'm not slamming the Hex Mage. We know we're just playing the cold steel. There's a duress, which is interesting. But let's slam cold steel, and we're gonna name green. I'm gonna name green, right? We have double black. Just get Stomping Ground. Well, I mean, I could fetch out painlessly. I could fetch out a mountain. I think I named green. And maybe our mana's too good. Maybe we should be running some greedy lands. 7 Snapcaster Grixis. What is this, like, Hulks? That sounds sweet. A buddy of mine wanted me to play a Hulk demo. Oh, Daredevils. Never mind. I thought these were going to be Hulks. Gear Hulks. Okay. Huh. I don't know. I will try to help you with this in a moment. Okay, so we slam Gonti, right? And we slam Gonti and we don't look back. So what's the pick? Our Chandra, Torch of Defiance. Oh, he got a Torch of Defiance, lucky. Ooh, top is interesting. I like Chandra. My opponent has 2 cards in his hand, and he has a Gargadon ticking down. Resto Angel lets us reuse the Gonti, but I won't have white mana for it. Oh, you don't have to pay colors, duds, Gonti. Angel's kind of cute. We could use the Gonti a second time. That's card advantage, right? Also, we could, like, he might not think that I stole his Resto. It's not face up, is it? Exile one of them face down. Yeah, he won't know about the Angel. I think it's either Angel or Chandra. I think that Resto Angel's really weak, though, if we lose the Gonti in a moment here, and it probably will die because my opponent's red-white deck. So we probably pick Chandra, Torch of Defiance. Probably want his Torch of Defiance. Alright. Resto's kind of fun to think about, though. Resto Angel was kind of fun to think about. Plan on streaming the deck tomorrow. I feel like the deck needs tweaking. I don't know about Daredevil, Young Dingo. I believe in you, though, friend. My issue is, like, it's really, really good when your opponent's on, like, good spells. It's really bad when, you know... Actually, I think I sequenced this wrong. I probably should just Windmill Slam the Chandra, because this duress might make him spend a removal spell on the Gonti. This was maybe a mistake. Oh, okay. Duress wins you the game. Sure. He had Mother of Runes. Do we want, like, an efficient way to remove Mother? Like, Bolt? Do we want Inquisition as well? He looks low to the ground despite the Gargadon. We also saw land tax. There's not much I can do about that. I probably want to bring our curve down. Slaughter Pack's fine. Doomblade's fine. Murderous Cut's fine. Roast might even be fine. He didn't even seem to be pressuring us, but due to his color combination, I don't want to risk it. I don't think we need to go as grindy as Elemental to beat this guy. He also scooped to the duress, which makes me think that it has targets. Or it didn't have targets, and opponent just wanted to scoop for concealing information. Very possible. Very, very possible. I think the roast is overkill. Okay. This is actually here in our curve. Maybe I want to cut Rager, since we saw that he could be aggressive. Maybe we cut Rager. Because we did say this is just filler. I like having more removal now that we know he's on like a red-white deck is going to be pretty... I mean, I know we saw Chandra. Obviously, we're not cutting Dreadbore ever in this format, but Obviously, we did see Chandra. I mean, like, Brimstone could kill a Chandra if we get Morbid. It's not that easy to trigger in Cube, though. Daredevil's been really good against me, though, every time I play against it. Yeah, but that's probably because you run good spells, though, right? That's probably the case. All right, hang on a sec, guys. All right, guys, we got 23 seconds to figure out what we're cutting. What seemed bad? What was bad? Hexmage has targets. We leave Hexmage in. Maybe we cut the... Maybe the Doomblade is overkill. Actually, no, Doomblade's probably better in this matchup than Go for the Throat is, right? Actually, let's cut the Murderous. I think it's greedy to have that much... there we go. I think it's greedy to have that much. I think there's the potential that he might have some sort of artifact threats. So we know for sure the Doomblade is a hit. So I like swapping those two, but maybe that's still wrong. Oh, wow, this hand. Look at this hand, guys. And the Rootbound Crag isn't even greedy here, right? We go turn 1 Crag, turn 2 Swamp, turn 3, or turn 2 Heart for black. There we go. Let's keep this. We could also just slam Bitter Blossom turn 2 or Freebooter turn 2. Depends on if we need the disruption. It was a VR cross. Yeah, play against a lot of Jund. 2-1 first strike isn't irrelevant. Yeah, it's not. You can block Bloodbraids. Young Dingo, I never said your deck was bad, friend. I was merely stating that this is going to be more specific than when you said 7 Snapcaster Mage deck, I thought you meant Gear Hulk, not mages. I still think this has potential. This still seems sweet to me. I'd almost, though, rather find more synergy for your Ancestrals. Like, you could run... you could run the 5-drop. If you don't want to run something as big as like Gear Hulk, which is a 6-drop, there's a creature that'll flashback vision. Goblin Dark Dwellers, and it's also a 4/4 threat. Cube is grindy as I remember it. Yeah, it's pretty grindy. All right, Rootbound go. Not even that not even that greedy. Not even that... Yeah, Legacy Cube is pretty grindy. Opponent scoop to a Duress. And he's got the land tax again, but he's not going to get a trigger from it if I can help it. If I can help it, he's not going to trigger this again. I think I still Cold Steel, though. We could slam Bitter Blossom here. But I think I still Cold Steel because it gives me the opportunity to double spell next turn without even turning on his land tax, potentially. So land tax, if you guys don't remember... oh, we have our black. Let's actually get green, right? Did we leave in Whisperwood? No, we didn't leave in Whisperwood, so we just want another black source. That's fine. Probably third black source is better. Yeah, Whisperwood's in the sideboard right now. Still kind of like slamming Bitter Blossom going to town. I know, but like we get to go Freebooter into Bitter Blossom now. And we might grab something that could remove something like Bitter Blossom. Ooh, a Braid. Disgusting. Alright. That's fine. Do we want to waste? Wasteland is awkward with land tax. I don't think I want to waste. Although we could still waste and then slam Bitter Blossom. I like taking out the manland if that's our plan. Alright, opponent. I think Wasteland is a little bit awkward with a land tax on the table. But he's not triggering it next turn. Yeah, he had the Abrade for my heart. Whatever. Happens. And he's still playing out lands. Sure. Top. Okay. He's still playing out lands despite this land tax. I get it. He wants this as a shuffle effect, but I think we just slam Liliana. We could play Freebooter, but I like getting the Planeswalker going. Let's go Lily. Still doesn't trigger his land tax. Playing out Necrotal or Gonti would be greedy. Get Lily, go for the Lily ult. Get him dead. Alright. This deck's sweet. Thank you so much for the help, guys. This is going to be my only game, though. This is just a preview. This is just a pre-game. I am going to have to Go and eat dinner in a... Oh, okay. Well, that was not exciting enough. Hang on. We're going to play one more game. We're going to play one more game with the deck. The deck's sweet, though. That's a 2-0. Maybe he just had a bad deck, you know? Happens. Yeah, the deck's sweet. Nice work, guys. Thanks for the help. Windows, please. Alright, Deck sweet? Yeah. I think we made the right call, only choosing one delve spell. What's up with you, Windows? Easy game, easy life. This is just a tribute. I'm sure the deck wants some electrolyzes, brutalities, cryptics, damnation over expertise. Yeah, so like I'm looking at it and it looks like, I mean, is this just it's just unfinished, or I mean, so you 5-0'd with it? Is your moto name Real Cheese? I mean, if you already 5-0'd with it, I don't know if you even need my suggestions. Is your moto name the Real Cheese, Young Dingo? Or is this something you saw and you wanted to replicate it? So somebody else 5-0'd with 7 Snapcaster Mage .deck? Okay. No, it seems grindy as hell. I don't know if I'm in love with it. I think that these are great when you're up against an opponent that you know there are cheap enough spells that you'll get to utilize them. Are most decks in Modern running something like, what if you're up against Tron? What are you going to flash back? Like, you're going to flash back? Well, if you're against Tron, you're probably dead anyway, but that's a bad example. Let me think of a different example. Speaking of which, this deck looks like it just straight up loses to Tron every time. Unfortunately. Especially, like, favoring Inquisition over Thoughtseize. Trauma's a bad example. Let me think of another opponent. What about, like, Valakut? What about, like, Scapeshift decks, right? So Daredevil could copy nothing, right? Most of their spells are 2 mana or more, so you're gonna Farseek, right? And maybe that's not that bad. Maybe Farseeking is not that bad. You know? I mean, I'm trying to think about the Daredevil. I almost would rather just have like Cryptics and Gearhulks, but I would try their list, Dingo. I would try their list card for card, and then you'll understand its strengths and weaknesses better. And then, although that's not usually what I do, because I normally just tweak it and then play. But let's play one more game really quick, because that went too fast. And then I'm going to take a break, and we'll come back tonight at normal stream time. It's not the worst, though. It's bad against decks we're already bad against. Okay, I'll give you that. Okay. So you're saying it's bad against the decks that we're already losing to anyway. Okay. What about Hate Bears? Yeah, like, very creature-heavy decks. Like, it's a deck card against humans, too. Although the first strike is relevant. I guess in the matchups where you're not getting a spell back, the first strike is relevant. So it's just a 2/1 first striker. I'm trying to think of the card objectively. I commend that person, though, for... Like, here's my issue with this kind of a deck, right? Young Dingo. I think the reason this is a 5-0 has nothing to do with the Daredevil. I think the reason this is a 5-0 is the other 57 cards and the 15-card sideboard. I'm sorry. That's how I feel about it. I'm going to give it to you very blunt. I'm usually very excited when I see Brews, very excited when I see Brews do well. Honestly, my opinion of this deck, just until I've played it myself, is that it... Oh, wow, he's running a playset of fields? I didn't notice those. Okay. My opinion of the deck until I see it play out is probably that he won his 5-0 on the back of this 57 and not this 3. And I'm sure they came up, and I'm sure they were sweet at some point, but I think the reason that it's a 5-0 deck probably has to do with the other 57 cards. It's great against Grixis Shadow. Yeah, because like they're exactly like your deck. That's true. Like, it's good in the mirror, right? Oh, I shouldn't have kept this. Mistake. Mistake. Sorry, guys. This is a mulligan. We're in trouble. I don't know, but everybody underestimates Direfleet. Yep, and there goes my... Yep, now we're dead. Unless we just pluck a land off the top. Well, if this is burn, though, turn 1 Firebolt could be burn. Let's duress. If it is burn, we have relevant cards. At least, for the game 1. Yeah, it's kind of like a burn deck. Alright. He's also skimping on land. Alright, we can take the Seal of Fire. Because Seal of Fire kills Freebooter. It's technically his only play next turn. Yeah, we're in trouble. We're in trouble even if I didn't keep a bad hand. He used a burn deck. Alright, Stoke, Strike, Volley, Rabbles, Courier. So he's going to play Courier. Yeah, he's still playing his Courier. He has Strike available now. If we get to freeboot, we freeboot the... It might even be correct to freeboot. It might be correct for me to Cold Steel for red. If we draw land. Yeah, Bloodstained. So I think I fetch Black Source. I think we fetch Black Source and Cold Steel for red. I mean, I could just play out the freebooter and take the Strike. Actually, it might be correct to just freeboot. Because freeboot curves into Ophiomancer. If we naturally hit another land, we're less likely to because I'm fetching. I played the Courier. Alright, I'll play the 75, make some changes. Yeah, Young Dingo, thanks for letting me see. Yeah, that was a punt. I shouldn't have kept this. I guess it is just double swamp and kite sail away the lightning strike, right? Because, like, if I ramp, opponent could draw land and slam Rabblemaster. The benefit of ramping is there's the potential that I get to Necrotol the Rabblemaster, though. That's the benefit of ramping. Actually, I think we're supposed to ramp. I think we're ramping. I think we're ramping. I think there's benefit to slamming Freebooter here while he doesn't have the Lightning Strike open. But here's the thing, like if he just draws land and slams Rabbles, like we're dead unless I can Necrotol immediately. And even then I still have to clean up the tokens with maybe like a red source off the top and Chandra. Will I be streaming tomorrow night? No, I'm going to be streaming at 8 p.m. tonight, actually. Maybe not tomorrow. Tomorrow I was going to do F&M with friends, actually. I'm getting back into it. Getting back into doing Friday Night Magic, like local Magic again. Just nice. Ophiomancer would be good. Okay, so here goes Rabble. Right, we also have Ophiomancer. Right, if we miss on land, we get to play Ophiomancer. If we... Yeah, okay. So if we hit land, we kill the Rabblemaster. If we don't hit land, we slam Ophiomancer. And at least try to block. Hexmage is interesting too. The first strike is relevant, but we definitely need to Ophiomancer, unfortunately. Maybe he'll spend a burn spell on the Ophiomancer and not understand that I get the snake no matter what. That would be good for us. We're doing okay. Rabblemaster's on the table, so his hand is Strike, Flames, Brimstone. I mean, I'm still going to need the freebooter to take one of these burn spells away. See, he's stoking. Okay. Yeah, but that means you're not attacking, so this is fine. Oh, he drew another threat, though. Stoke is so cool. In Cube, it really is powerful. It really is quite neat. Tanglewire, gross. Yeah, we lost. Wow, Tanglewire in his burn deck. Wow. Yeah, this taps everything. And I don't have an instant to float to use the mana. Guess that wins. All right. Well, I guess we lose to Tanglewire Burn. Tanglewire Burn. All right. We did at least draw land though, but I guess we lost. All right. Well, we'll bring in our stuff to beat this. That's sad. Probably be back on when you're back from F&M. All right. Sounds good, Dingo. Be sweet. I'd love to come in there and check out what you're doing. God, we're so dead. This is sad. I kept a greedy hand, though. Like, this wasn't a good rendition of what our deck can do. Like, I kept a greedy hand. So I'm tapping 3 permanents here. If I tap Snake, Mountain, and Heart, I get to play Hex Mage. And I can take off the charge counters on the Tangle Wire. He's probably just striking, though, my Hex Mage. And that'll just unlock him even more. I mean, I'm dead, though. I guess if I want to see another card out of his deck... Oh, no, we know his hand's just Volley Strike. 1, 2, 3... Alright, so I'm at 7. If I kill Rabblemaster, we're still dead. Because he has 3 damage in hand. Alright. Let's board. We can beat this, though. That's sad, but we can beat it. Alright, so against Burn, we cut the Rager. We cut Whisperwood because we want cleaner mana. We don't want mana that's hurting us nearly as much. Fire, Forkbolt, Roast, Doomblade, Inquisition, for sure. Lily of the Veil might be, like, Outpost Siege might be too long. Pyromaster had targets. We can certainly win this matchup. I think Olivia might even be a little bit cute because she doesn't do anything immediately when she hits the table. Same could be said of Gonti. Like, we probably want our 4 drops to be just Necrotal and Pyromaster. Maybe I swap Taziger for... Where's Taziger? Where'd you go? I might even want, like, a different basic. I don't think I want the Wasteland, and I don't think I want the Lava... Oh, okay. Lava Claw. There we go. I think I just want cleaner mana. We definitely do want to be able to get to green, though, for our Shaman. Because we're going to be killing his stuff and trying to gain back life. So we do leave in our duels, but I think cutting the Wasteland and the Reaches is correct. Even though Reaches is a duel, just because it's a tap land and we need to be much faster. Much, much, much faster. Oh, Bitter Blossom gets cut too, potentially. Yeah, what happened to Taziger? Did I cut him? Am I just not seeing him? Hang on. What did we do with our Taziger? This is bizarre. Oh, there he is. Okay, so Taziger... Maybe even just the Brimstone. Maybe I just want another low to the ground removal spell. It's not amazing, but like I just have to interact with this guy a little bit more this time. God, that was so sad that I kept a punt hand, guys. I'm sorry, I meant to mulligan that. I was looking at it, I was like, this hand's pretty bad. And then I actually kept it. Oh, wow, Brutality, we win. Potentially. Easy game, easy life. Alright, turn 1, Overgrown Tomb. Easy game, easy life. Perfect colors. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Sure. If I freebooter, he just gets to get the card back. Unfortunately, due to the Seal of Fire. I think what I want to do is I want to go Mountain Cold Steel for black. Right, we took Whisperwood out, right? Yeah. Wow, it does nothing? Awesome. Could just be a burn spell that's going upstairs. So we know the freebooter is just going to trade with the Seal of Fire anyway, which is kind of weak. I don't really want to trade a whole card. I don't want to trade 1 for 1 with something like freebooter. I definitely want the Brutality to be multiple modes. I honestly would just go land, maybe go. Or like, still play out the freebooter just to get the information. Like, the information's not 0 value to just go, freebooter go. And then we like pitch like lands later to this instead. There's merit to keeping the freebooter to pitch to the brutality though. We know we definitely want to have 4 land drops at least. Like, our mana's perfect at this point. We can certainly just pitch this swamp to this brutality. If we want 3 modes, we have to hold the freebooter. So I think we just hold freebooter, say go. I mean, freebooters just would be information, which is not 0 value. It's just it might be more valuable as an escalate card. It's coming okay, Jay. I wish you were here when I was drafting, man. You might have helped. This deck's sweet, though. It's like a Jundam out. We cut like Outpost Siege and like Whisperwood, though, against our opponent and the Wasteland. Just while he's maybe Gonti was aggressive to cut against the burn deck. I don't know. We cut Olivia, Siege, Whisperwood, Bitter Blossom, Gonti against, and the Rager against. But I've got like Gary's in here we can draw to. We got Death Red Shaman for recouping life. We have a Brutality, so I don't think we're going to lose this game, but we did lose game 1 to burn. Gonti's so amazing in Cube, though. Yeah, that was maybe a mistake to cut him. I wish you were here like 5 seconds ago, Jay, when I was making cuts for the burn matchup. I didn't want to play out the freebooter because he's got a seal. This would just be information. Yeah, it's fine. I figured it was probably something like Strike. I'm waiting for him to play Threat or like a Planeswalker. That's actually not that bad for us. And this is why we waited. So let's kill off Rabblemaster and get perfect information and see how we can better spend this Fork Bolt. We drew a roast, okay. So I think what I'm pitching, we can operate on 4 mana. Let's Brutality for triple mode. Hand, Rabblemaster, drain. So 1, 2... Actually, I think I'm supposed to tap we tap black for this. So 3 modes. We're pitching Freebooter and Swamp because the Freebooter is just dead to the seal. Kill this, drain this, pitch. I'd rather like get another creature off the Fork Bolt if I can. Alright, so his hand is a Hazoret and a Hellrider. I can't actually deal with Hazoret, unfortunately. And I can't instant speed kill this Hellrider either. If I don't remove the Goblin token, the Hellrider is going to represent extra damage. That sucks. Alright, well let's Fork Bolt away the Goblin. Yeah, I don't actually have a way to deal with this freaking Hazoret, man. We're going to have to draw out of this. He probably just slams Hazoret, right? If he plays the other guy, we can just roast it. We saw Planeswalkers. Yeah, he just wants the Hellrider. It's not the end of the world. Why not roast Hellrider? Why not wait and roast? I'm still roasting the Hellrider. I don't even know if I want to play this Swamp. Do we have other things that are discarding in our deck? I'm trying to think if there's a reason for me to play out this Swamp. I think we do. I don't have anything like Faithless Looting or anything. Brutality is pretty much our only reason for holding cards in this deck. Yeah, so we roast that, but now Hazoret's going to hit the table. I hate red sorcery burn. Alright, there's the Hazoret. He can't attack with it yet. He's still on 2 cards, but it's going to start eating away at us. And we're just drawing all the lands. Okay. Alright. Well, we tried. I mean, when we built this, we knew we'd be a little weak to burn. It's just unfortunate that that's what we ended up playing against. Somebody just wanted to draft this wonderful nonsense. Sure. So I am dreadboring a Goblin token. Great. This is fun. You like this format, Jay? You like this format? This is what you like? No, I'm just kidding. Am I freaking dreadboring a Goblin? Thanks, Amigro. Oh my god. I guess I am. Don't draw your Chandras. Don't draw your Chandras. Don't kill my Ophiomancer. There you go. He figured it out. Opponent saw the line. That would have been the benefit, I guess, of freebooting earlier. Yep, fun game. Well, okay, in fairness, it's our own fault, right? We threw away the first game. Yeah, I do, Carpenter. Yes, I do love it. Alright. Oh, we weren't going to win this anyway, right? Like, we didn't have any devotion for the Gray Merchant. I mean, that's our bad, though. We punted game 1 away. I kept, Jay, I accidentally clicked keep on a one-lander. And we just never got off the ground, and that was my bad. Alright, I'm going to go eat dinner, but I'll be back later. Yeah. If you want to see the deck while I'm offline, you can type ! Cube deck in chat. That's how it curves. This deck is pretty sweet, though, Jay. The chat helped me build it. I still think this is sweet. I think it is still pretty sweet. But, I mean, it's not perfect. The Wasteland wasn't even that greedy in this deck, even though we technically have 8th green card. Anyway. Yeah, I guess we do wish... No, like, that's not the punt, though, Carpenter. We wish we hadn't misclicked and kept a one-lander. Like, we could have potentially won the first game. We do have cards like Brutality and Gray Merchant and Deathrite in the main board. Like, we could have won game 1 against the burn deck. I just, for whatever reason, I clicked keep on an unkeepable hand. Like, the punt isn't even... The punt isn't really what happened game 2, right? Because we even have, like, other tools like Inquisition to bring in. We had, like, some more removal to bring in. The thing of it was I just misclicked. I clicked on keep, and it wasn't a keep. I don't know if you were here for game 1, Carpenter, but it was very one-sided. I kept a one-lander. Just never got off the ground. So, we can talk about all the things that went wrong game 2, but game 1 didn't go right, you know? But anyways, guys, I'm going to eat dinner. I'll be back. Normal stream time for us on Thursdays is 8 p.m. We got a lot of events scheduled for tonight, not just Cube. Let me show you all the events I have scheduled for you guys tonight if you come back to the BrewSpytheMagicGuy show at 8. I've got an active competitive modern league with a blue-white control. So if you want to see us cast some Jace the Mind Sculptor in modern, please come back at 8. I'm going to be cycling through the different leagues. I'm going to be doing probably a game with blue-white control. Then I'm going to do a game with the cube deck. Then I plan to do a game with... the other deck as well. Alright, and yeah, I hope you guys come back. Be live in another 2 hours or so. Let me show you the decks, though, so you can see what you're going to be potentially missing if you choose not to come back. So this is the sweet blue-white deck we're working on, Jay. It is a bit fun to play. I don't know how good it is. I think the Wall of Omens have just been kind of eh. I don't think I'm going to run these in later versions. I haven't minded the ops. Yes, Blue Eye is my pet deck right now. I'm terrible with it. Teach me your ways. Yeah, we'll come back at 8. It curves a little bit differently because I like to put snaps in the 3s, but that's beside the point. I like to put colonnades in the 1s and fields in the 2s. But basically, it's a blue-white control. I'm trying 3 Jason Mind Sculptor. I'm trying 2 Entreat the Angels, a Logic, 3 Cryptics, 1 Settle the Wreckage, 1 Gideon the Trials, 1 Vidilian Click. So it's pretty stock. The only thing that's not stock is the Azorius Charm. So it's a little bit different. Alright guys, so this is one of the decks we're going to be playing. I'll screenshot this if you want to steal our list. There we go. Actually, you can't see all of my mana base. Yeah, deck's sweet, Amigro. I haven't even minded the one of Prairie Stream. I'm running one off color fetch, or it's just another blue fetch. It is on color, technically. I don't know if I'm going to run that in later versions. It didn't seem all that necessary. Having extra shuffles is nice for Jace, though. Sorry that we don't have Dispel Picture or Disdainful. I'll reboot Moto before the real stream at 8 p.m. tonight. So there you go, Migro. We're going to play some more Cube. What else are we going to do? We're 1-1 in the Cube. It's fine. I'm sad that we lost to the burn deck, but even if we have a good draw, that might still be a loss. I'm just so sad that I threw away the first game for no good reason. And then the other league we got going, we got a Madcap meme deck. This was a stipulation challenge. We're trying to win some money. I think I have to 3-2 or 4-1 with the deck in order to unlock the next tier of money. If we 5-0, we get the $1,000, but if we do anything less than that, it's just another $50 each subsequent victory. Let me see if I can't find the deck. Yeah, I'm excited. We're going to be doing mostly Modern and Legacy Cube tonight. So please, definitely come back if you want to see any of that action. We have to win out though. We did lose round 1. I have to win out with this deck. And it's a pile of hot garbage, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful garbage. So the point of the deck was to brew around Lich's Mirror. So Lich's Mirror says if you would lose the game, instead shuffle your hand graveyard, all permanents you own into your library, then draw 7 cards, and your life total becomes 20. So how do you make this card work in a format like Modern? Is it even possible? So we're trying to do the impossible. We've actually 3-2'd with this deck, so actually I do need a 4-1 or better for us to prize from our sponsor, Lol Coron. But deck is sweet. It's probably the closest to Burn I'll ever play in Modern. Like, on a first glance, it looks like Burn, but we've got like Pauper All-Stars, things like Needle Drop. And then, of course, we have Madcap Experiment to grab the mirror and also kill us. And we want it to kill us. So basically, Madcap puts us back to 20 and redraws us 7 cards in this deck. So that's why we've got weird card choices like Flame Break. And we're a little bit light on creature threats. We're actually just running Eidolon just to hedge against Storm. I've played against a lot of Storm in the friendly leagues. So if you want to come back and see this wonderful jank at work, and we have another day or so to try to win the $1,000, come back. So I'm going to be playing a variety of decks tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Hope to see you there. This is just kind of a pregame. This is a pre-show. Just you know, wouldn't call it like advertising per se, but just you know, we brewed a Cube deck. I'm showing you what I'm playing in Modern. A little bit of jank, a little bit of more so serious, and then the blue-white deck, Amigro. Yeah, a little bit of pregame, Cylon. A little bit of Magic pregame. The Jace and Treat deck, it looks a lot different now. Let me show you what it's looking like now. Hang on, this was us memeing. We open a new copy. Of the meme cards I tested, the one that was most promising is maybe the Terminus, maybe the Delve Spell. This is a meme version of the deck, so hold up. This is us goofing around. Let me cut those two. So the things that were most promising from the meme cards I was testing, Deprive is probably not where we want to be, is Cast Out and Set Adrift. I actually don't hate maybe continuing to test each of those. The rest of those cards are probably just going to be like 3rd Jace the Mind Sculptor. I think Jace is so important if you're on any number of entreats. Oh wow, look, it's Jace's Disembodied Head. Probably one more Jace. I didn't mind the mainboard Sphere, but it's not essential. I did like the Architect of Thought. I did think that was solid. Okay. Pretty stock sideboard, nothing too, no Infen or Butts. Maybe we mainboard the Verdict. And then, I like the mainboard Click because we can put the Entreats back in the deck. Or we can, like, click our opponent, of course. I added a second Search for Skanta. That was really, really productive. I still like the Oust. 24 lands definitely seems to be the threshold for this deck. Seems to be the sweet spot. I'm going to cut the Temple if we're not going to run the Deprive. We'd probably go back to the one of Logic Knot, to be honest. Oh, no. If we're going to run a Delve spell, we really only have room for one, I think, in this deck. Maybe not. Maybe we still have room for Logic. Maybe we still have room for the first Logic. It's a little greedy. We'll cut the Temple. I think we put back in the Scalding Tarn. I don't mind having one more blue fetch land. There's plenty of people on, like, Skred and mostly Panza. And it's okay that the mana base doesn't curve, you know? We don't have to put these over here. They feel like they belong over there. These are sometimes 3-drops too. I mean, we've just made an angel. Oh wow, it's Gideon's forehead. Did you guys know that Gideon of the Forehead is a pretty good card? Did you guys know that 3-mana Gideon of the Forehead is pretty good? Maybe not as good as Jace the Mind Sculptor. Like, that's like just his scalp, so it's like Jace the Mind Sculptor. Jace the Mind... yeah. So Gideon of the Forehead and Jace the Mind Sculptor, they're pretty good in the same deck. Pretty good. Alright guys, I'll be back later. I'm going to eat some dinner. But if you want to see this deck and more, please come back at normal stream time, 8 p.m. Eastern. Boom. And we'll figure out like the last card in this thing. Let's eat.